I want to make it clear that I've always spent money on my boyfriend, buying him nice things and whatnot. He got his PS4 and new gaming PC because of me. My boyfriend, however, found out that I have a good amount of money and has started to be quite weird about it. Several times he's referred to my money as our money, and using our money to buy him the luxury car he's dreamt of having. He wants us to move out of separate apartments and get a house together, and has said instead of getting him a small Christmas gift that I should fund a trip for him to see Europe. I'm from Italy and have family in Bulgaria, Croatia, and the Netherlands, and he is from Canada. Buying the luxury car, it's less whether I can afford it and more that seems like something you get your husband or wife and not your boyfriend of 3 years. The house I can understand if we were engaged or something, but we aren't. Though he has talked about marriage several times in the past few months, and finally, yes, I can afford a trip for both of us to tour Europe. But whereas it's something I might have thought of for us to do before, he only brought this up after finding out that I do have the money to pay for it. Is this reason enough to break up with him? Update. So I didn't automatically dump my boyfriend. I decided I'd have a talk with him. I told him that it was basically really damn inappropriate to find out I have money and start making demands. I told him I have no problems using my finances for our relationship, but that he shouldn't automatically expect that I'm going to put out money on very expensive things for him, just because. He seemed very ashamed and agreed that it was a really crappy thing to do, and he got carried away and a bit too excited. I told him I understood, but to do that was very disrespectful to me and the time we've shared together because it made me feel like all of a sudden my money is what mattered. For a little while it seemed all was well, then the other day we were having a minor argument over something that turned into a bigger argument, and he said something along the lines of, "Well, you don't even want to use what you have for us, so maybe you've never fucking cared about me." He got really quiet as though he knew that was a shitty thing to say, and we didn't talk until 2 days later. I was really angry. I was going to talk things through with him. However, this came the relationship fatality. He told a couple people we're good with, despite me asking him to keep the money quiet, that I was really rich and could afford tons of shit. How did I find out? Saturday we all went drinking together. He gets a bit too much in his system and orders an expensive bottle of wine. One of our friends was like, "Who orders that shit? We're good with our beers, and that's too expensive." Our other friend piped up and was like, "No, it's good. OP is really rich. She can pick up our tab tonight." Cue several other people who I've never told about my family's money, suddenly grilling me on why I never trusted them enough to tell them about my money, and oh, thought we were friends, that kind of thing. I broke up with him the next day. He's been blowing up my phone all day, but fuck him. I could have moved past what he said the other day when we were arguing, but to tell people I specifically asked him not to, something I trusted him so much with. Yeah, I've lost a 3-year relationship, and I'm probably going to lose a few friends as well. Edit. For everyone asking, the bottle was $4.60. Story 2. My childhood bully has become my coworker and she's bullying me again. When I, 18F, was in 5th grade, age 10-11 for any non-Americans, there was these new twins who moved from the other side of the country to join my class. For some reason, these 2 kids did everything they could to make my life miserable. I think it's because I was socially unaware and a bit odd as a child, but I'm not sure. The boy twin was this very big kid who would regularly beat me up, and the girl twin would humiliate and spread rumors about me. Of course, the teachers never did anything about it. Luckily, these 2 went to different middle and high schools, so I wasn't bullied and I had a pleasant time in school after that. Most kids were not happy about going to middle school, but I was excited for them to stop torturing me. However, last month I got a job at a new grocery store in my neighborhood. However, last week, the girl who bullied me got a job at the same grocery store. At first I thought, it's been 7 years. She probably changed. But just now, a few coworkers asked me, "Did you really have sex with the manager so you could get hired here?" I shouted at them, "No," and asked them where they heard that, and they said the new girl told us. I don't want to go through this again. I am genuinely considering switching jobs to get away from her. I feel so lost and helpless. Update. The last few days have been pretty chaotic. First of all, I found out the new girl at my workplace, who was my childhood bully, was spreading another rumor, claiming that my boobs were fake. I took the advice of most of the people in the comments of my post and sent an email to my manager, telling him about how she made up a rumor claiming that I slept with him to get hired. He responded saying that this is a very serious issue and that he wants me to come into work tomorrow to get my side of the story, because my bully had a shift then. The manager came in, looking absolutely furious. My manager spoke with her, me and a few of my coworkers, to see what was going on. After my manager spoke with my bully, I saw her leaving. She came up to me, said, "Fuck you, you tattletale slut," and left. I asked my manager what happened with her at the end of my shift. He said I spoke with her about the bullshit she was spewing. She tried acting innocent, but everyone I asked said that she was the one who made that shit up. She's fired. We don't have to worry about her anymore. I was kind of hoping that she would throw a temper tantrum, but that didn't happen. I finally stood up to her, thanks to the advice and words of support from Reddit. I'm pretty sure my past self, the little girl who had her backpack stuffed in a shit-filled toilet on her 11th birthday, would be so proud of me. My husband cheated on me with my stepmother. Hey Reddit, I really don't know where to start. I, 34F, found out that my husband, 36M, has been cheating on me with my stepmother, 53F. This discovery has turned my world upside down, and I'm struggling to process everything. I had always felt something was off in my marriage for the past few months. My husband, let's call him Dave, was distant and secretive. I brushed it off as stress from work, or maybe some midlife crisis. But one night I accidentally saw a message on his phone from my stepmother, Lisa. It was nothing explicit, but it was clear from the context that there was something going on between them. Confronting Dave was one of the hardest things I've ever done. He admitted to the affair, saying it started about 6 months ago. He said it just happened, and that he still loved me. But the betrayal cut too deep. My stepmother, who has been in my life since I was 15, was like a second mother to me after my own mom passed away. I called my father immediately. He was devastated and furious, but also supportive. He kicked Lisa out of the house, and we've been trying to figure out what to do next. I can't even look at Dave right now. We're living in the same house, but in separate rooms. I've contacted a lawyer to discuss my options. I just feel so broken. Has anyone gone through something similar? How did you handle it? I could really use some advice and support right now. Edit. I am not a fake account, nor is the post fake or Karma Farm. I haven't been using Reddit for a long time, as I only have 102D, and I don't comment because I don't know what to say. I just wanted to share my story and get some advice, but I am very, really person. So thank you to everyone who commented me advice and not on my case about allegedly being a bot or karma farmer or a fake post. Update. My husband cheated on me with my stepmother. Update. Hi everyone, I wanted to give an update since my last post. First, I want to thank all of you for your overwhelming support and advice. Reading your comments and messages helped me feel less alone in this nightmare. After a lot of reflection and talking to my lawyer, I decided to file for divorce. Dave and I had a long, painful conversation about it. He was surprisingly calm, almost resigned to the fact that this was the inevitable outcome. I think part of him expected me to forgive him, but this betrayal is something I can't get past. I kicked him out after the conversation was done, but I don't know where he went, and I am currently blocked. We've been working through the details of the divorce. It's messy, but I'm relieved to be moving forward. My father has been my rock through all of this. He's decided to divorce Lisa, too. He told me that he could never trust her again after what she did to me and to our family. Interestingly, just a few days ago, Lisa showed up at my father's house, begging for forgiveness. She claimed she was confused and made a mistake. My father told her to leave and not come back. She then tried to reach out to me, but I blocked her number. I have no interest in hearing her excuses. I'm focusing on healing and starting over. I have also started therapy, so thank you to everyone who advised me to start. We meet 2 times a week, and it really helps me to process my thoughts about everything. The house feels different, emptier, but it's also a space for new beginnings. Thank you again for all your support. I'll update again if there are any significant changes.